start here and form a semicircle around to here with our instruments, so everyone can see. Okay, let me explain about this this thing we're going to do this morning. When I started teaching some jazz in some jazz schools, I used to say, okay, when you solo over this part, how do you approach that? And then I might get the answer, well, I've never actually thought about that, or I don't know, or well, I just play and I see what happens. What I'm doing is a little bit old-fashioned in a way, as a starting point. And I think that's okay, because like when you learn to speak, you start in an old-fashioned way by learning mama, papa, more, hot, milk, lion, tiger, cat, dog, and then you build into more interesting words as you go through your life, hopefully. Can you tell me what this is? Anybody know that? Drums, I must recognize that. Jack, did you know that? Yeah. You see, I like that. The fact that you could recognize Jack from that one. This means we can just sit here and talk all day, because we don't need to play. We can listen to this album. It's called GNU High. It's Kenny Wheeler. That's the first track. And I'll just play a little bit more of it. Sorry. Very kind of flowing across the beat, Kenny Wheeler style, and then Keith Jarrett comes in, and the first thing that he plays in his solo, after hearing it a few times, I started to think, there's no way that a person could just, out of nowhere, just play that figure. He must have practiced a certain thing that led him to that. So I'll show you what he plays. So great. I mean, you could listen to that for an hour and think about it and write it down and see whether it's a sequential thing or whether it's a little snippet of a sequential thing, then a snippet of another different one. But it just makes. If you ever try and do a solo on something and you tell yourself, I'm only going to use triplets, for most people, after about 5 seconds, your body just says no, and you start playing 16th notes because they're easier and they make you sound more interesting and fun and fast. It's really hard to stick to triplet. Here we go. It's a bit you rest until there's no time. But you can be a little bit more. What's the line again? Oh yeah. 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sounds really silly, but it's correct. Sorry. One bar in. 1, 2. For example, we're going to start, just to warm up our brains, we're going to start by singing a song. And it's a song that I sang at the gig on last Friday. So you might have heard it. And the words are very simple. In fact, the tune is very simple. It just goes do 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 do. And that's it. You just join in when you've got it, okay? I've been here before, I've been here before, I've been here before, I've been here before, I've been here, before 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 I've been here. So just to give you the background to this talk, it's really just an opening for a discussion that I hope you will join in with. And the discussion is about learning jazz education, and it can be a good place for students to say what they feel is missing, or what they would like more of or less of, and for teachers to say what the challenges are. I wasn't against learning. I did start a 4-year degree course in composition at the Royal College of Music, but left 2 weeks later, dismayed at a brass plaque screwed into a Steinway that read, "This piano must not be used for playing jazz music." A perpetual state of learning is a very happy state. When a student walks into a room where I'm teaching, I consider that they are probably full of questions, as I am, and that we are about to dip our toes into a massive lake of knowledge together. That sounds very hippie, and you may well ask, if the student and I are equals, why am I the teacher in this situation? Swedish psychologist Anders Ericsson has done well-documented research into learning, and he discovered that in order to become good at something, you need to invest 10,000 hours in it. That's quite well known now, I think. That could be 20 hours a week for 10 years. And I found a way out to go somewhere else, which was a much more playing environment in Bern. More kind of craft-based school, where you're doing a lot of composing and having your music played by ensembles, playing with other people, doing the Spice Your Solos thing that we did, the sight reading class that we did, all of that kind of stuff. You had a question? No, you had a question. It was an hour ago, sorry.
Yeah. When you criticize how music schools become more sort of theoretical, if you know what I mean by that, what sort of response do you get to that?
Did I criticize it at the time? Yes, I didn't really get much of a response, just the response was really, this is the way we do it and we feel this is important. And the thing is, I do think it's important when you play music, let's say 5 of us were here, just playing together, to stop every now and then and look at what we're doing and stand back and look at what the others are doing and how it's responding between all of us. And all of those things are great to play.
Hvordan var denne veckan med Django Bates?
Det har varit väldigt inspirerande. Det har varit kul att få möta honom och få inblick i hur han jobbar både som musiker och som lärare. Ja, det har varit som fina liksom, input i hur man kan jobba själv och så.
Ganske original, spesiell måte og spesielle metoder da, og veldig unikt. Og han har liksom, du merker en gang at han har veldig mange ideer da, om hvordan ting kan gjøres da.
God kveld. Da har jeg fått æren av å ønske velkommen til kveldens konsert. Jeg heter Nina og jobber i Vestnorsk Jazzsenter, og vi har altså vært så heldige at vi har hatt besøk av en spesielt fantastisk person i 2 uker. En uke i Bergen, en uke i Stavanger. Han heter Django Bates. Han er komponist, musiker, professor, you name it. Han er en kompetent person innenfor alt som handler om musikk generelt og jazz spesielt.
I'm straight here.